Alright, now it's time to add some text. The first thing we'll do is create a brand new layer, and I'm going to double click and call it name, or you can call it logo or whatever you like. I'm going to grab my regular paintbrush tool, and with this tool selected I'm going to choose a color like red, or maybe something like a hot pink or whatever color that is. I'm going to increase the size of the stroke to maybe 4 point and just do a test stroke like so. I'll undo that because I want to add this as well. A nice little chalk scribble that's in our styles here. We can go up here and choose something like this. Once again, I'll do a quick scribble to see what I have. I think that looks good. I'm going to write the word cafe. So don't forget, guys, I write sideways. I can always rotate it later. So I'm going to just go ahead and do something like this. And I'm going to try it again, a little larger this time. Okay, great. Now I'm going to grab my direct selection tool, and I'm going to click, and I'm going to fix this a little bit so I get a more human looking A. I kind of did mine like a Cro-Magnon caveman. I'm going to rotate now. Okay, so I'm going to grab this logo, rotate it, and I'm going to resize it and put it into position like so, right in the middle. Okay, now it's a little boring like this, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to edit, copy, edit, paste them back, and I'm going to change the stroke color to white. Then on my keyboard I'm going to use the down arrow to nudge that down like so, and now I can read that. Well, kind of. Of course you'd have to tweak that a little bit. You don't have to use the tool. You can use the blob brush if you want to. You know, you can change the stroke color to whatever you need to, and you can type your text with that, so you can go ahead and work with whatever tool you want to. But for now, I kind of like this logo here. So I'm going to actually get rid of the stroke I created back there until I can clean this up a little bit better. So I'm going to grab my direct selection tool, and I'm just trying to open up that hole in the A so it's more readable. Okay, so it has this really kind of cool, funky feeling to it. And I'm going to once again look at it, and that looks kind of cool. A little hard to read still, but that's what the drop shadow's for. And then I'm going to put that drop shadow back, edit copy, edit paste them back, and I'll make the color white, nudge it down and to the right just one time, and I'm going to grab both of these and group them. I'm also going to lock that, create another layer, and this would be the menu items. Okay, so this is going to be the menu items. And now we're going to go ahead and grab our type tool, and we're going to make sure that we don't have anything fancy going on here. We turn all that stuff off just in case. I'm going to go to my stroke here, and I'm going to type in coffee, put a couple of the little dots there. Let me grab that. A couple of periods like so, and I'll put a price of $2.99 like so. Then I'm going to drag select and copy this sentence. I'm going to go to the end with the insertion point and hit the return or enter key to go to the next line and paste. And I'll do the same thing, enter or return, paste, enter or return, paste, enter or return, paste. And I'm also going to resize this, and I'll put it right about here, and I'm going to copy and paste this whole sentence and put it over here. I'll go ahead and move this down, and I'm going to paste again and move this over here, and I'll put one over here as well. So we have these menu listings here. Now what we're going to do is change the header for these guys, because these are all the same font. So I'm going to go and create another text object, and we'll call this breakfast. And I'm going to drag select it, and I'm going to change the font. Now I'm not sure if you guys have this font, but I have something called Papyrus. Choose whatever font you have that looks cool for you. So I'll choose Papyrus, and I'm going to increase the size of this text here like so. As you can see, it's kind of a fancy font that kind of matches this almost as far as being jaggedy. And I'm going to do the same thing I did before. I'm going to copy and paste this and put it into position under the rest of the items, or over the rest of the items rather, like so. And I'm going to change the text after I move some of these things down. This will be called lunch. And as you can see, guys, I'm doing a lot of copying and pasting because once you format something, you choose a font that you like and a size, you don't have to retype it, just change the name of it. This would be dinner. And this will be snacks or dessert or whatever makes you happy. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and move this over like so. And once again, to give these guys a little bit more punch, I'm going to shift select all of the headers. I'm going to change the fill color or the color of that text to a brownish color like so, to give it a little bit of a different taste. And with them selected, I'm going to copy them. Edit copy, and you guessed it, edit paste in back. And I'm going to change the fill color of that type to a brighter brown. Use my arrow keys, nudge it down once, nudge it to the right once, and I'll deselect it. And now you have yourself a pretty cool menu. Feel free, by the way, to change that color to white or whatever makes you happy. So let's review very quickly. We sketched some artwork. We did a nice arrangement of the food, but of course feel free to change that. We added our logo, gave it some drop shadows, added our text and the header text, and we used a whole bunch of menus, pattern, and all kinds of stuff to create a cool cafe menu. I'm going to hit the tab key on my keyboard to hide all the tools and the panels so we can enjoy our work. I hope you enjoy this project. Take care.